ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Super Spy Podcast. Relax. You're safe. The Super Spy is here. The music is here. And how about that for a hint of what we're going to be talking about today, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome once again to Biff Baxter, The Music Within. Today we're going to hit part 2. We titled this one, The Beauty of Music. Now don't get carried away and start sending me mean reports because I am associating beauty with the names of women. But that's what I'm doing today. Because music is so pure, music is so beautiful that it has been used and will continue to be used to immortalize some women. Now, women's names in music is awesome. And this is why you have to be cognizant of the fact that you need to name your child something that rhymes, okay? I have an old high school friend named Tonita. Sorry, but she's never going to have a song made for her, even though I have tried. Now, I can make something, maybe, a song with a little bit of Spanish rap in it. So I go, mira mi tonita, que niña muy bonita, something like that. But, dang, that ain't romantic. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't flow romantically. And the power of music, let's put it this way. Music is so powerful, it tells stories and will evoke emotions unmatched. And that is because music is an extremely powerful medium of communications. And think about this. If we did not have music, could we get all these cool commercials on TV? I mean, I'll hit on that later on down in the series, but you're gonna like it. But anyway, never mind. But we're gonna talk about women's names in music and how they came about. Now, the first one that you're gonna hear is an oldie but a goodie, and it's the name Sherry. And back in the day, there was a song by the Four Seasons called Sherry. And trust me, lyrically, it did not require extreme grammar checks or even lengthy editing for this smooth storyline of theirs. It was a basic song that basically said, hey girl, let's go party. So here you go with Sherry by the Four Seasons. And trust me, they go on to sing, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Again, this was not only a big hit back in the day, but you could even hear it on the radio today. I go on a lot of road trips, and I just love road tripping. Okay, I love tripping. Okay, I love roads. Okay, anyway. When you get to the small town USA, the ones that want to be a big town, but, they're not large enough. You got to have, at least 50,000? Well, they have their own radio station, these smaller towns, and the music list is basically Jimmy Bob's 8-track and cassette collection, kind of like KRTN in Raton, New Mexico. I'm kidding. Actually, KRTN is one of my favorite radio stations, and it kicks butt. As you draw closer to the town right there on the border of New Mexico and Colorado, right off of I-25. You get some great music. It's old rock and roll, and you get some very important weather reports on the conditions of the road crossing over the mountains there, Raton Pass. And if you haven't been there, I don't get paid to say this, but you need to go. It is a beautiful part of the country. Just make sure you take some food with you, because there's very limited eating places around. Now, at the beginning of the podcast, you probably recognize that little bit of song, and it is a song called "Oh Sherry" by Steve Perry. I get really, the guy's voice is so awesome that I get tongue-tied because there's no one going to have a voice like him or John Anderson. These voices are non-matchable. Or Brian Duncan. You just can't have voices that pure, that cool. So anyway, we're going to play that a little bit later. I want to close the show with that. But the next song is a song called Veronica by Elvis Costello. And it's an incredible song. And although it never made it past number 19 on the Billboard Top 100 list, it did hit number 1 on the Hot Modern Rock charts, and I think it was number 10 around there in the mainstream rock tracks. I personally still listen to this song at least once a month. It hits close to home, and it's a heartbreaking lyrics that remind me of my mother. Like the song Veronica, though, you have a moment of reflection. As Veronica remembers someone from her past, she's closing her eyes upon the world. She's revisiting memories while, she's looking at, yesterday's news, basically. But it's a song about dementia and things like that. And she utters a person's name as if she's holding on to a fading connection, a thread of memory. And yeah, it hits close to home for me. Again, a song that hits close to home. Last time I saw my mommy, she didn't immediately remember me, but she did remember my lovely bride, Maria. They had such a close and special bond. But rest in peace, Mom. And I know she's listening. She loved music. And speaking of my lovely bride, there is much to be said about the name Maria, a name immortalized in an old musical, West Side Story. Tony is singing of his love for Maria. And, I am a movie nerd too, and I had 4 years of drama. But how about Brooks and Dunn providing me with, a catchy little tune that I could sing on Valentine's Day? And the first time I did, she thought, oh, he wrote me a song. Okay, no, she didn't. And she doesn't talk like that much. But the song is My Maria, and it's a remake of or a cover, if you will, of a B.W. Stevenson song from 1973. But you know what? I'm sorry, Brooks and Dunn. This is hot, man. This is a hot rendition.
My Maria, don't you know I've come a long, long way? I've been longing to see her. When she's around, she takes my blues away. Sweet Maria.
I know. I didn't play the really hot part. Everyone loves the chorus, and it is done so well. But, I got to be careful with infringing on any copyrights. And I do not make money off of these podcasts, okay? This is all my labor of love. But anyway, that is a great song, but no song leaves a lasting memory of the name Maria like this awesome hit by Carlos Santana.
Ladies and gents, turn up your sound system to the sound of Carlos Santana in the GMB Ghetto Blues from the refugee camp.
Maria, Maria, she remind me of a West Side Story, growing up in Spanish Harlem. She living a life just like a movie.
And for the record, my Maria is not from Spanish Harlem, although she could last there. No doubt about it. She's tough. But of course, these are all names. And if you notice, some of these names are popular names that you hear. Well, Veronica, not so much, but, well, you were Archie's fan. But anyway, there are names that demand a somber or a calmer mood. And we're going to talk about one of those names now. It's Sarah, both with or without an H. It's one of those names. Now, Thin Lizzy tried. They couldn't metal it up. They had a song with the name Sarah in it. And it's really good. You got to look it up. Well, there is the Three Doors Down. They've got a hard, angry song with the name Sarah. But I didn't want to cover it because it's a very tough topic. And I told you before that music communicates so many different messages very, very strongly. And this one is a very strong topic, tough message, very similar to the storyline in Aerosmith's Janie Got a Gun. I'm not going to say anything more about that. But the calmness of the name Sarah comes across great with Daryl Hall and John Oates. And it's a song that all of you should remember, and it will probably even make Sarah smile.
Baby hair with a woman's eyes, I can feel you watching in the night. All alone with me, we're waiting for the sunlight.
Just enough groove to get you to go and download the song for yourself, or go to YouTube and watch the video. It's incredible. Great lyrics, just an awesome song. When I feel cold, you warm me. And when I feel I can't go on, you come and pull me. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. Now, if that makes the cutting room, doesn't make the cutting room floor and actually makes it into the podcast, I will be shocked. Okay, anyway, here's the deal. Rock stars, freaks of nature, whatever you want to call yourselves this week. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of songs that include the name of a woman. From Adeline, a song by, I guess, a more recent group called Alt J, to Zoe Jane by Stained. These songs all tell a story that, for the most part, is an almost biographical look at someone's life. And that is the power of music. These stories can only be told through the power of music.
And when I feel I can't go on, you come and hold me. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile for me?
I couldn't leave you guys hanging. I had to throw that in there. But once again, guys, music is powerful. And as I've said before, what makes music evil is when you corrupt it with evil lyrics or evil intentions. So keep listening. I'm going to try to continue to keep it real. And the Super Spy is out.
You should have been gone, knowing how I made you feel, and I should have been gone after all your words of steel. Oh, I must have been a dreamer, and I must have been someone else, and we should have been over.
This has been Beth Baxter, The Music Within, Part 2, The Beauty of Music. If you want to hear more about Biff's adventures, go to Amazon.com and download Life and Times of Biff Baxter's Super Spy. Read all about it.